All right, good morning and welcome to this active flow and breath work class. My name is Brian and I'm delighted to be here with you this morning. Today we're going to experiment with the um, ability to be mindful in our movement in some standing postures. We're going to experiment with some standing postures. We'll move through a sequence that involves standing warrior, side angle, triangle, maybe even a little twist in there. We'll see how that goes depending on timing. Um, and then we'll finish with the twist and our guided rest. We'll begin here, as always, with landing and support, raising gratitude, setting intention. We'll do a little breath work to get ourselves organized and energized and activated. And all in all, we'll be here about 45 to 50 minutes this morning, depending on timing. As always, remember that our first guiding principle, support precedes action. So in every moment, in every posture, in every activity, you want to be checking in with your supports. Find your supports, root into your supports, and be in your supports as you move through whatever the suggestion or the invitation is. As you lose your support, stop and back out. There is nowhere to go and nowhere to be, nothing to accomplish. You are in the privacy of your own space by design. You are doing your practice by design. Listen to the wisdom of your body and allow the wisdom of your body to guide you as we move through these suggestions and offers and invitations to move, to be mindful, to be present. And so let us start with that supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, feeling into whatever part of your body is in contact with something, and then establishing an awareness of the physical connection of your body to whatever part, to whatever it's connected to. That physical sensation at those places where your body is in contact with something, that physical sensation, that place of connection, that is your support. So find your base of support, root into your base of support, and I invite you to lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Experiment with tucking the chin and nodding the head to feel the release at the back of the neck so that you can feel the full length of your spine from the base to the crown. And as you feel into the full length of your spine from the base to the crown, pay attention to observe and be curious about, look into what happens in your body, in your torso. Maybe you feel the energy body engage and come online. Maybe you feel the chest expand and the heart open. Maybe you feel something different. Maybe you feel whatever you feel, but feel into that shift that occurs perhaps for you as the spine elongates and aligns. And then keeping the spine elongated and aligned, come into your body by coming into the breath. Turn your attention to your breathing. Begin to breathe in and out through your nostrils, following your inhale all the way in, wherever it might go in your body without stress, strain, or exertion. Follow the exhale all the way out, leaving your body completely empty and completely, feeling what it's like to let go fully in this moment. And establishing yourself in your breath, holding your awareness on your breath, breathing in and out. On your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and to allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful this morning. Maybe for you today, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever it is that arises when gratitude is called forth, see it clearly in your mind's eye. And the invitation is to anchor your gratitude in your heart space and to hold it there for at least the duration of your practice. Perhaps even for the full day, but at least for the duration of your practice here this morning. And then having anchored your gratitude, I'll invite you here, if you choose to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to now state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listening as the echoes of your intention perhaps reverberate in your being, I'll invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop to your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say Namo. Namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands. Change your crisscross if you like. Establish yourself here. We're just going to do a quick moment of just acknowledging ourselves in presence in breath. So we're going to do a quick round, not so quick, maybe not so quick. We're going to do a round for a minute or so. We're going to do a round of this balancing boxing breath. So you're going to inhale through the nostrils. And then you're going to exhale through the nostrils. Pausing at the top and at the bottom for a beat. So I will count this for a couple of rounds and then allow you to find your own rhythm because it might be different than mine. So we're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to pause at the top. Then we're going to exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And pause at the bottom. I'm just going to continue that inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Pausing at the top, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pausing at the bottom, continuing this pattern, inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue your rhythm, your pace. Just find your thing. Well, however long it takes you to do a full inhale. Slight pause at the top. A complete exhale. And the goal is to establish your own breath rhythm, where you're steady, calm, focused on the breath. And as we begin to move, we will add moving within your own body. But for this particular moment, we're just working on what is the rhythm for me in my practice where I'm steady and calm, taking full inhales and complete exhales. Your pace may be a 2 count, your pace may be a 20 count. But it's your pace and your rhythm and your breath and your practice that you're establishing here in this moment. Establish ourselves in the breath. Feeling into the experience of being present with ourselves. One more round here, wherever you are. So that as you next complete your exhale, release the pattern. Take a full breath, inhale here, full cleansing breath. A complete exhale. Bring your eyes open, return yourself to yourself if you had them closed. If you had your eyes narrowed, bring your focus back to the meeting, to the room as a whole, to your space as a whole, and then bring yourself to a standing posture. We're going to begin with some movement. So find your standing posture, maybe walk out a little bit, a little march out. Just get a little hip shake out. Maybe you're like me, maybe you're seated posture creates a little bit of tension in your hips and you just need to kind of work that out a little bit. So shake it out, march it out. Let's take a moment to find yourself a little bit of movement here and then establish your mountain posture. I'm going to be facing, I'll change to the top of my mat momentarily, but I'm going to be facing so you can see this. So the feet are underneath the hips. Now, a lot of people think our hips are wide, but they're really not. So if you're not sure, find that pointy bone, the front of the hip girdle, and then have your feet be underneath that pointy bone. And you may feel like that's a little narrow for you. And if you're not used to standing that narrow, just give yourself a little bit more space. But find your supported standing posture here. And then soften the ankles, soften the knees, firm the hips and waist, lengthen out of the waist, lift the chest and heart, roll the shoulders up and down, and let the chin come parallel to the mat. So you feel, again, that release at the back of the neck. Fingers extend toward the mat. Crown is long. Now imagine you could pull your heels toward each other a little bit, and you'll feel that perhaps engagement up through the inside of the calves and the inside of the thighs into the pelvic girdle. And then from there, lengthen out of the side body. So you may feel as if your hips are moving forward slightly, so that you're aligned here. And on your inhale, take your arms high. Circle the left wrist with the right thumb and forefinger. Lengthen out of the biceps. Take the biceps toward the frame, the ears. Inhale here, get long toward the ceiling. And then exhale, just let your body lean to the right. So you're bumping your left hip a little bit, perhaps, but mostly you're just allowing your body, the upper torso, to lean to the right. Now your body will only go where it goes, and that's fine. And then once you've reached that spot, just be there. From there, inhale, maybe lengthen through your arms a little bit. And exhale, maybe there's a little space created. Take a breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. On your inhale, come back to center and release the wrist. Extend through the fingertips. Take your left thumb and forefinger, circle the right wrist. Get long as you bring the biceps to frame the ears. And then exhale, lean your upper torso to the left. And again, maybe you're bumping the right hip a little. Upper torso's leaning left. You just go to that place where your body says, okay, I'm good. And then from there, inhale. Maybe there's a little length in your arms. Exhale. Maybe there's a little extra space created. Maybe not. Breathe here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale the arms back to center. Release the wrist. Lengthen through the fingertips. Get long. Take the biceps to frame the ears. And then as you exhale, maybe roll your eyes up. Maybe you can take your thumbs toward the wall behind you a little. Maybe you can lift out of the chest and out of the waist. Maybe not. It's early. Just be here. Slight back bend. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Come back to neutral center. Lift through the fingertips. Exhale. Release the hands down. Roll the shoulders. Take a breath. All right, we're going to build off of that movement. So at the top of your mat, in your mountain pose, feet underneath the hips, lengthen through the crown, fingertips extended long. On the inhale, take the arms high. On the exhale, lean to the left. On the inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, lean to the right. On the inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, maybe a slight back bend, maybe not. On the inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, bringing the hands through prayer, releasing the hands and the head, forward fold. Now take your time here. Be in your moment here, releasing yourself completely. So feel into your supports. So these will be your feet. Your feet are up in contact. Notice that because you folded forward, the weight is forward. The tendency is for more weight to come up into the toes. Maybe the heels get real light. So press up through the hips and back into the heels so that you can feel the weight balanced in your feet. Check your neck. For a lot of us, we like to hold a lot of tension. We got the neck holding your head up. Let the head go. Imagine that your crown could touch the mat or your forehead could touch your knees. Let the hands go. Maybe grab opposite elbows here as you're breathing. Full inhale.
Complete exhale. Switch the cross of your elbows, perhaps. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release the hands. And then inhale here. Lift the hips. Press back into the heels. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Outside of the left foot, maybe off of the left mat. Bring your forehead toward your left knee. So you're adding a little twist here. Breathe into that twist. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Inhale, lift through the hips and back, press back into the heels. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right foot. Maybe outside the right foot, maybe off of the mat on the right side. Your forehead's coming toward your right knee. Breathing here into this twist. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, walk the hands back in front of the toes. Release the head, release the hands. Bring the hands to the shins, palms against the shins. As you inhale, straighten the arms. That'll lift the torso parallel to the mat. Long through the crown. Straight line energy from the crown of the head to the bottom of the tail. You can feel that long side body. Breathe in behind your heart. Take a full inhale. Complete exhale. Your bracing is supporting you. So you're supporting yourself in your stance and in your hands and arms to support the torso. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, release the head, forward fold. Bend the knees, feel how your weight settles into the feet as you bend your knees, and then inhale, just slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time, bringing the torso back upright. As the torso comes upright, the shoulders will naturally roll up and down, the crown will lift, the chin will come parallel. Release the fingertips, bring the hips slightly forward, find yourself back in your mountain posture. Take a breath. Let it go. Check your gratitude, check your intention in your heart space. Inhale, take your arms high. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, back to center, get long. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center, get long. Exhale, slight back bend perhaps. Inhale, come back to center, get long. Exhale, hinge and fold, forward fold. Bracing if you like, bring the palms of the shins. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold and walk your hands over to the right. Bringing your hands outside the right foot, forehead toward the right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands back to center. Inhale, brace and flat back. Breathe behind the heart. Exhale, release your head, release your hands. Walk your hands over to the left, maybe outside the left foot. Breathe in here. Full inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back to center. Inhale, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, gathering as you go, taking your arms up through tall mountain. Exhale, release your hands, roll your shoulders, take a breath in mountain posture. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back, bracing if you like. Exhale, fold, place the hands beside the feet and step the right foot back into a lunge. Drop your right foot, your right heel down and in. Now take a moment here to establish this posture. Your hands are still lightly touching perhaps. Your left knee is bent and over the left ankle. If the knee is out in front, then adjust the foot accordingly. The right foot is grounded, so you're feeling into the outside part of the right foot. Your weight is balanced in your feet. This is the beginning of our warrior posture. So right toes are at an angle off the side of your mat, the long side of your mat. Maybe you can even pick up your hands a little bit. Maybe you just lighten your fingertip touch. Feel into that extension through the crown. Press back through that right hip so that you can feel that weight balance in the feet. And then if you can, bring your hands to your left knee. Place your left hand underneath your right. Inhale, straighten your arms to lift the torso. So now you're in a supported posture here. It's a preparation and establishment of our warrior posture. So the hips have a tendency to open to the right. We want to keep them rotated so they're facing the top of the mat. So we have to press back through that right hip, but also keep it rotated so that the hips are forward. The waist, the chest, the shoulders, the head, all facing the front of your mat. Your arms are straight and supporting your torso, being upright. This is your supported warrior. Now, be here. Establish your gazing point, your drishti, and inhale. Maybe take your hands high. Maybe your hands come together and interlace. Maybe they don't. Maybe you're just reaching up. Roll your eyes upward, perhaps. Bring your biceps so that they're in alignment with your ears, perhaps. Find your warrior posture. Maybe you look up to see what's called you forth. In the mythology of the warrior is called forth from the earth. Springs forth, fully armed, fully formed, fully ready. In answer to the call, you've answered the call. You're here on your mat. Take a full inhale. And then exhale. Bring your hands to prayer. Inhale here. Exhale. Return your hands to the mat. Roll to the ball of your right foot and step your right foot forward to join the left, coming into your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Press in and step the left foot back into a lunge, and then drop the left heel down and in the left toes off the long side of your mat. Now again, take a moment here to establish your positioning so that you have support in your feet. Maybe you need to make some micro adjustments so that you can feel that. Keeping the hands down to further support you. Feel into the feet. Moving that left hip back, pressing into the outside of that left foot. Aligning your right knee over the ankle or behind it, not in front. Feeling into this side. Very different perhaps on this side. Maybe your body has had some work. Maybe you have a completely different set of sensations and experiences. That's absolutely as it should be. We're not fully symmetrical beings. Establishing yourself here, lengthen through the crown, press back through that hip, root down into that right heel. Maybe you can pick up your fingers. Maybe you can bring your hands to your knee, right hand underneath this time. Now establish here first. And when you feel that you're established in your space of support, your feet, begin to straighten the arms to lift the torso. This is your supported warrior posture on this side. Feel into this. Breathing in. Checking your hips, alignment of your hips, keeping that left hip moving back and rotated toward the front. Breathing into this posture. Inhale, maybe take the arms high, maybe interlace the fingers the opposite way. Maybe your hands don't touch, it doesn't matter. Rolling your eyes upward, perhaps, moving the biceps back. Breathing into your warrior. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Press the palms, open the chest, full inhalation. And then exhale, bring the hands down, roll to the ball of the left foot, step the left foot forward to join the right, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale and mountain. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Right foot back, right heel down, right toes out. Inhale, hands to the knee. Straighten the arms, lift the torso. Establish yourself here. Inhale, take the arms high. Warrior one, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Now, as you exhale, rotate your torso off the long side of your mat. Drop your arms to shoulder height. Left arm out, right arm back. Open the chest. Engage the core. Support your lower back. And look down over that left arm. Just over your left middle finger is something you've been dreaming of your entire life. So you're reaching for it. Just behind your right middle finger is your best friend, gently guiding you to not go too far. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. We're just here. Calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within your own body. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your next inhalation, rotate your right arm long side of the mat. Turn your torso back to forward. Come back into warrior one. Exhale. Bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Full inhalation. As you exhale, bring the hands down. Roll to the ball of the right foot. Step forward, forward fold. Release into forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, root and rise through Tall Mountain. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left heel down, left toes off. Establish an inhale, hands to the knee. Straighten the arms, lift the torso. Inhale the arms high, find your warrior one. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. As you exhale, rotate the torso, drop the arms to shoulder height, and find your warrior two on this side. Now notice the tendency of that right knee to want to dive in or crypt open. Keep it straight and long. Over the ankle. Open the shoulders. Open the chest. Lengthen through the spine as you pull in at the core to support your lower back. Breathing here. Warrior two, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Breathe in here. Breathe out. On your next inhale, rotate the torso, bring the left arm along the side of the mat, come back to warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. A full inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward, roll to the ball of the left foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Continuing on in our exploration of the standing postures. Inhale, high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands by the feet, right foot back, down and in. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, sink it. Find your warrior, establish. Inhale here. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale here, establish. Exhale, be here. Now, as you inhale, straight. Now, let's do this first. Never mind. Let's belay that. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your left elbow 90 degrees and tilt forward. So press your hips back so that your torso folds forward over that extended left thigh. And then bring your left elbow, your left forearm to the left thigh or knee, just above the knee for support. We're going into side angle here, but we're going in a supported way. Just be here. Now, when you got yourself established here with the support, maybe take that right arm high toward the ceiling, and or maybe even extend that right arm bicep by the ear over the head. Feel into that long line of energy from the right middle finger, down the right side body, off the right side of the outside edge of the right foot. Maybe your hips sink in a little bit to create that straight line angle. Side angle posture. Breathe in here. Look up under that right armpit perhaps. Full exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your next inhale, engage the core. Imagine that, let's do it this way. First, take the arm back to the ceiling, and then bring that right arm back behind you as you begin to lift the torso, extending the left arm, coming back into your warrior two. Breathe in here. Breathe out here. On your inhale, rotate the torso and the right arm alongside of the mat. Come back to warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. A full inhalation. Exhale. Hands down, roll to the ball of the foot, step forward, forward, fold. Feels good to release that hip, doesn't it? Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back, left heel down, left toes off the mat. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, sink in. Inhale here. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, establish yourself here. Calm, steady, focused on the breath, moving within your own body. Inhale here. Bend your right elbow 90 degrees. Press your hips back. Hinge your torso forward. Lengthening through the crown. Bring the right forearm, the right elbow to the right knee. Breathe here as you get long. Sink the hips to find your angle, and then maybe take your left hand to the ceiling. Maybe extend the left arm, bicep over the ear. Find that long line of energy as you sink into this side angle. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Support it here. Now try to minimize the amount of weight you've got into that right arm. See if you can use your torso and your side to stay lengthened, but you're supported here. You're braced. Full inhale here. Exhale. On the inhale, take the left hand high again. Exhale, drop the left hand back. Inhale, engage through the core. Bring your torso upright, come back into your warrior two. On your next inhale, rotate the left arm and the torso, come back to warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Full inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, roll to the ball of the foot, step forward, forward, fold. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Moving on, one more. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, right foot back, right heel down, right toes out. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, sink in. Establish yourself. Full inhale, get long. Exhale, open, warrior two. Again, inhale here, establish yourself. Exhale, sink in, warrior two. All right, fold the elbow, hinge the hips, press back through the hips, hinge the torso, bring the elbow to the knee, take the right arm high. Now, if you can, just slide that that left hand down inside the left calf, the left ankle, so that the elbow moves inside the knee. So you're no longer bracing on the thigh, you're bracing against the knee. Full expression of the pose as you find it, maybe dropping the arm, looking up under that right armpit, side angle, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale the right arm high, exhale, right arm behind you. Press through the hips, engage the core, inhale, come up into warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Now, as you inhale here, straighten the left leg. Now, no locking of the knee. We want to keep the micro bend in that left knee. Remember, a lock is a block, and we don't want to block any energy flow. We want everything to be flowing. Calm and steady here. Preparing for that triangle posture. So, just like in side angle, we're going to press back through the hips to allow the torso to come long over that left leg. Let your torso find where it is. When it reaches its extension, just go ahead and let that left hand drop to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle, to a block, hint, hint, to the floor, whatever. Left hand is where it is. Maybe take the right arm high to the ceiling. Now imagine there's an imaginary wall behind your shoulders, the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the back of your hips. Imagine you're pressing up against that imaginary wall with the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the back of your hips. This is your triangle posture. Breathe in here. Breathe out here. Inhale. Exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Now, again, inhale here, drop your right arm behind you, lengthen through the crown, engage the core, come up, and then bend into the left knee, come back into your warrior two. Full inhale, complete exhale. Inhale, rotate the right arm in the torso forward, come back to warrior one. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. A full inhalation. As you exhale, bring the hands to the mat, roll to the ball, the right foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back, left heel down, left toes off. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in, warrior one. Full inhalation. Exhale, rotate and open, warrior two. Establish yourself here with the breath. Exhaling into your supported posture. Inhale here, press back to the hips, bend the elbow, hinge forward, maybe take the left arm high. Now again, stay here, or if you like, maybe slide that right elbow inside that right knee, dropping that right hand and the left arm over the head, coming into your side angle, breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. On your inhale, the left arm goes high and then back behind you. Torso rises up, engage the core. Exhale back into warrior two. And then inhale, straighten the right leg. Again, no locks. Find this first. So slight micro bend in the right. Feeling the difference in that hip and thigh engagement, particularly on the right side, with the legs straightened. Preparing for our triangle. We inhale and press the hips back to hinge the butt, torso forward. We exhale, release the right hand to the thigh, to the shin, to the ankle, to a block. Wherever it goes, the left arm goes high. And we open, imagine that imaginary wall behind our head, shoulders and hips. This is our triangle on this side. We breathe in. We breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On the inhale, drop the hand behind us, engage the core, lengthen through the crown, come back, and bend into warrior two. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On the inhale, the left arm and torso come forward, warrior one. On the exhale, the hands come to prayer. Full inhale here. Exhale, hinge forward, roll to the ball, the right foot, step forward, forward fold. Woo! Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Let me see where we are. Okay, cool, perfect. All right, so we're going to try to make a little bit of a flow out of that. We'll do our best to do one movement, one breath. We'll see how it goes. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, step back, right foot. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, hinge forward, come into side angle. Exhale, find your established side angle posture. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, establish yourself in your feet. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, rotate the torso, come into your triangle. Take a breath here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. On your next inhale, engage the core, come upright, strong core. Exhale, sink to warrior two. Inhale, rotate the torso, come back to warrior one. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Full inhalation. On the exhale, hands down, foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands, bring mountain posture. Full inhale. Complete exhale, other side. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, left foot back. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, extend long over the right leg. Exhale, drop into your side angle. Breathe here. Breathe out. Inhale, strong core. Come back to warrior two. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, establish yourself. Inhale, hinge forward over the right leg. Exhale, release the torso and open the arms. Come into your triangle. Take a breath here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Strong core. Inhale, come back up. Arms extended. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, revolve. Come back to warrior one. Exhale, release the hands to prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot forward. Join the right forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Let's make our way to the floor for our twist. And then we'll move into our guided rest. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Now pay attention. Step the right foot back into a lunge and step the left foot back to join it. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Come all the way to the mat. Release the tops of the feet. Release the hands down by the hips. Palms up. Turn the palms down or in. Lengthen through the crown. Bring your nose to the mat. Inhale, press into the feet. Lift the knees and lengthen through the crown. Slight back bend here. Inhale here in your modified locust. Exhale here. Inhale, maybe come up a little higher. Exhale. Stay without retreating. Inhale, pick up one leg, the right leg perhaps. Exhale, bring that right leg down. Inhale, bring the left leg up. Exhale. Inhale, bring both legs up. Exhale, let everything come down. Turn palms up. Turn your left cheek, ear, and nose to the mat. Left cheek, ear, and temple to the mat. Let your heels fall up and then take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. As you exhale, roll to your back. Bring your heels and toes together. Toes toward the ceiling and neutral. Bring your hands down by your hips, palms down. All right. We're going to bring the knees up over the hips. The shins parallel with the mat. The knees maintain contact. The arms are going to come out from the sides of your shoulders, 90 degrees, to create space across the chest. Keeping the knees over the hips or in alignment with the hips. We're going to inhale here, get long through the crown, feel your lower spine in the mat. And as you exhale, let both knees fall to the left, wherever they might go. Maybe your feet and knees come to the mat, maybe they don't. You're going to look over your right shoulder to release any tension in the neck. Your right shoulder is going to stay on the mat and be relaxed. We're just twisting at the hips. A gentle twist here. Let weight of the legs do the work. There's nowhere to go, nowhere you need to be. Just let the legs fall over and the weight of the legs will open you. Support yourself as you need to. Maybe put a block underneath you. Breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your next inhale, bring the knees back up over the hips. Bring the head back to neutral. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the lower spine on the mat. And then exhale, let both knees drop over to the right. Maybe they come to the floor, maybe not. Maybe the feet come to the floor, maybe not. Look over your left shoulder. Keep your left shoulder down and relaxed. Feel that gentle twist through the hips and breathe in behind the left hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On your inhale, bring the knees back over the hips. And then bring the knees in toward the chest. Take your hands and reach toward your knees or your calves or maybe to your feet. Lift your shoulders, bring your nose towards your knees. So you're curling up into a tight little ball here. Bringing everything in, squeezing knees to the chest, nose to the knees. Breathe here, full inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. The legs go long, the toes fall open. The heels move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Palms come down by the hips, palms up. The crown lengthens, the lower spine presses into the mat, and then you release and let go. Now, as you release and let go, take a moment here to avail yourselves of any additional support you may want in this posture. So maybe you have an eye cloth, maybe you have a blanket or a shawl, maybe you have a bolster. Anything you need to provide yourself with maybe 1% more support as you move into your guided rest. And your goal, your task, your mission, your objective, your thought process, your intention here is to just let go, to release completely, to allow rest, to just be. Now, active rest here, active in the sense that you are actively allowing yourself to be. There is a verb in letting go. Allow yourself to let go. Feel into your supports, the entire backside of your body being supported here. Feel the matting, back of your heels, calves, thighs, hips, lower spine, middle spine, upper spine, shoulders, arms, that soft spot at the back of your skull. You're being held in all of those places. You have a full backside of support here. Your mat, gravity, and the universe has got your back right here. Allow yourself to let go into that support. And feel the warmth, perhaps, of the embrace of gravity and the universe as you let go into the space of rest. Allowing all of the effort and energy that you activated through the movements to now integrate into your being at a deeper level. Taking this time to rest and exploring what it is to be in rest, in silence for the next minute or so.
And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to just bring gratitude to that noticing and then gently and compassionately return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to reacclimate with your body, perhaps wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your ankles and your wrists. Continuing your reawakening of the body, on your next inhale, I invite you to bring your heels toward your hips, your knees toward the ceiling, and to extend your right arm alongside your head. Take a moment here in this posture to prepare to be on your right side. And then when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently roll yourself to your right side, letting that right arm cradle your head and neck like a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to prepare to be upright again. And then as you are prepared, and only as you are prepared to, invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and help leverage yourself back to a seated posture. Taking a moment here to reacclimate to being seated, I invite you once again to feel into your supports, lengthen your spine, and then once again float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. And as you witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space, I will take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I am honored to be here, truly. And as always, in closing, I invite you to stay here in witness of your grateful self for as long as you like. And when you do finally rise, more importantly, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day. And just a quick note, these postures today, a lot of work in the connective tissue, the myofascial tissue. So very important to stay hydrated. Make sure you drink maybe a little extra water today. Keep yourself hydrated. And as you go through your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with, have an amazing day.